Okay. That's all of our Sawtusks. Oh, shit, are we dead? My fair citizens, Sodium City, we have hot fucking garbage. So this is probably one of the worst decks I've played in a very long time. I kind of got the list idea from Delmo, who is legitimately a fantastic player, fantastic streamer. So no ill will towards him, but fuck this deck. We're basically taking a bunch of mana dorks, being Llanowar Elves, Gilded Goose, and Paradise Druid, and then trying to mutate some things onto them. Now, there's not a ton of good mutate creatures in the Gruul colors, being green and red, so we're really only using the Greathorn for some ramp, the Gemrazer to blow up enchantments and artifacts, and then, of course, the new one that we're using is the Sawtusk Demolisher. So the Sawtusk Demolisher, whenever it mutates, destroy target non-creature permanent, including lands. Its controller creates a 3/3 green beast creature token. Now this is really, really cool. However, giving them a 3/3 beast creature token is nothing to scoff at. Since the mutate is only 4 mana, which I think is amazing, you're still tapping your mana dorks like your Paradise Druid or your Goose or your Elves. You're tapping it to even mutate the Sawtusk to hit a land. So you're almost guaranteed going to take 3 damage on the swing back right when you cast it. This can be good and bad. If they're an aggro deck, it's extremely terrifying because you're going down in life total so quickly and so aggressively. And when you're running a mutate deck, you don't really have that many creatures. You have 1 creature that you're piling shit onto. And that's what makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think that's why I don't like it more than everything else. I tried to remedy this issue a bit by using Toski, and I think it did help quite a bit. It's a 4 mana, can't be countered, indestructible 1/1. It has to attack each combat if able, which that part does really suck. But whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. That part's fantastic, and it's almost necessary, I would say. However, again, when you're running a mutate deck, almost all of your stuff is going on 1 creature. Maybe 2, but you don't necessarily have the aggressive amount of card draw in order to do that. Toski is usually better in board states that go really wide and not ones that are going really tall or staying there, because the biggest creature we have is 6/6. We're not growing it more than that. It'll have 6/6 trample. If we put it on Paradise Druid, it'll then have hexproof. A lot of times we'll try to put it on a Gilded Goose, so it'll have flying. It just kind of depends. But if we can, obviously we want to put it on a Toski because it's indestructible, and it's a lot more difficult to kill an indestructible creature than anything else. We are also using Goblin Ruinblaster, which is a card that I kind of forgot about, I want to say, but it is another mutate target, which is really cool. I didn't even really think about it until I saw Delmo do it. So it's a 3 mana with a kicker of 1 red. It's a 2/1 haste. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, destroy target non-basic land. Now this is very important to note, is a non-basic. So if you're playing against a monocolored deck and they haven't put down a castle or whatever yet, and you kick it, it will force you to kick and destroy one of your own lands if you have a non-basic land. So it's not a May ability. You don't want to destroy your own land. I've had this mess up in the past, not recently, but in the past when I first started playing around with it, and I ended up blowing up my own Lotus Field, which was, that sucked. It sucked a lot. Let me just put it that way. I do like the fact that it is a mutate target. It is a 2/1 haste, which is also nice, but you know, it's just kind of there. The Greathorn is obviously good for ramp, but again, there's just not a whole lot in Gruul that you can do with mutate. The only real card draw that we had in this deck was Toski, I ended up throwing in Bonecrusher Giant as well for the earlier game removal. It can also be a mutate target later on in the game if you want to, but it's just kind of bleh, it seemed. It didn't perform well. I don't know. You can't really say anything about that. The only other question is, what color would you add to it to make it much better? If you want to end up taking this deck and building it for whatever fucking reason, it's going to set you back 32 rares and 0 mythics. However, I will not recommend it. I won't even dare you to play this. If you want to take it and mess around with it, I would say use the Sawtusk Demolisher with the Ruinblaster. I think that's a really interesting combo. Toski, I think is great, but again, you'll have to add a different color. You have to add an additional color, either black for the creature that drains life when you mutate, or blue for some card draw, and the bouncing, or something. You'll definitely have to do something that works without these, because there's so many problems with this. So I just, again, I would not recommend it unless you completely gut it and almost start from scratch. And if you would like me to work more on this Sawtusk deck or any other type of Sawtusk deck, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, but also make sure to subscribe, like, hit that bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week, every single day, have been for over a year now. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, what is your favorite combo in MTGA? Here are your answers. And if you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. I really want to get this to go off. The problem with mutating onto a mana dork is the fact that it still leaves us wide open. Alright, so unless we have more than one mana dork to like chump block, I mean, it's nice to have a 6/6 on turn 4, turn 3. It's great to have a 6/6 on turn 3. It's just simply the fact. Yeah, I mean, that's so good. Yeah, getting it on turn 3 is amazing, but it comes into play tapped, which sucks. This is ridiculous. Most harmless offering, huh? I guess I could have played an elf. Because I'm gonna tap that anyway. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna mutate onto that because it's a flyer, it has evasion. Damn. Rude. Used a lava coil on it, so that's kind of nice. Over. Easy. Bring it. Bring it! I got trample. Okay. So I can destroy 2 more next turn. It starts to give them a lot of fucking power, though. Do I want to do that? Not quite sure. I have a Phoenix. No attacks. Not specifically wanting to attack there. Yeah, because they could have double blocked. 6, 7, 8. Down to 5. I mean, this just becomes a problem later on. All right. That's something. Still have 3 blockers. Maybe I should have kept up creatures. Blown up 3 lands, which I suppose isn't bad. Like, I will sacrifice all of my shit. Absolutely not. All right. Close. Getting down that low is terrifying. Luckily, we have a lot of mana dorks to like chump block, but I feel like we need to find a way to kill everything. Like, they're all 3/3s, right? And that's really bad. It's bad that they're 3/3s because they can absolutely destroy us. I just don't know how to get around that part yet. The obvious is, you know, Sweltering Suns, Anger of the Gods, something like that, right? Or, you know, Ritual, so if we go black. The problem is that fucks up all of our mana dorks, unless they're mutated. I don't know. All right, let's try to not go up against a combo deck. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. I think we just... I hate to say it, but we might need more early land destruction. We have Goblin Ruinblaster. We have things, right? I don't want to take out the Starix, whatever, but we might have to. Because I found out last game that you can't kick... Can't kick the Goblin Ruinblaster, obviously, when it comes into play. It makes sense, I just didn't think about it. So next turn... Interesting. Blue. So that's our only black. Over. Let's destroy that. They get a 3/3, obviously, which sucks, but they have a black spell, and now they don't have any black lands, because they did that for blue. And now that's, yeah. So we took out their black source. That's really, really, really good. We can't mutate again, but, oh, okay. All right, so they didn't blow it up. Didn't blow it up, that's good, that's good, that's good. It's a black source. What's this? Under. Yeah. Not what I'm... Yeah. I should have... Yeah. I didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. And then when I threw it up, yeah.
Why though?
Okay, they don't have direct removal yet, which is good. Cold Steel Heart, I like that card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So next turn, I do get to do this. Sure. Nice. Oh, fuck. I feel like I only blew up one. Doesn't this compound? Like, whenever this creature mutates... Oh, no, it only does it once. Okay. I mean, I just gave them a bunch of blockers, right? We have to find a way to actually blow this shit up. Comes an angel. Nope. No snowland for you. Maybe I should start attacking with the troll as well. Just blow it up before they can even untap it. Yeah, that's gonna start fucking me real goddamn hard. Yeah, we don't have any removal. We have 0 creature removal, which is the worst. And now we're getting oh, fuck me in the dick. Nice. Shit. Block that. Block the Toski. Do they double block that so it doesn't go through? They do. Okay, so they take the 6. This is a nice draw, but let's put this down as a blocker to make it so, I mean, we get life from it, but we can also block, almost forcing them to snow. Because now we're applying pressure. Do we need another land? Well, I mean, they don't really need to, because they have that Sculptor of Winter that can untap a land. Okay, so now I highly doubt that they actually... Yeah, now I highly doubt that they actually wipe the board. No blocks. Nice. So they should kill my Starix now, or whatever it is. I sacrifice those. Okay. To draw 2 cards, which is great. Sawtusk, good. It's good. Now the question becomes... Yeah. Let's go and blow up another source. Let's do that. Over. Pull that up. Put that into play. And out the deck a bit. Now, we can still block everything. We can gain life. I think we're fine. Think. God, this is a really tough match. We prevented them... Yeah, getting both of those prevented them from actually casting that Blood on the Snow. So let me make another food token from that. It's fine. Huh? Ooh. No mana to activate it, but that is another blocker. Ooh. A lot of blockers. Alright, let's do this. See if we can get the last bit of damage. I don't believe we can. They all have trample though. That's really close to dead. No, no, no. That's a problem. If that flips, we're kind of fucked. But ooh. Okay. And I think they have to keep that other spirit back now, right? Okay. Whew. That was a close game. That could have gone any different way. Maybe if they were a bit more aggressive with the 3/3s, I'm pretty sure we would have died. But that was a really close game. It's just weird being in like an aggro beer match. It's weird not having board wipes, and it's weird not getting your creatures destroyed or bounced, I guess. Alright, so I've come to the conclusion that 27 lands is way too many. I think I'm gonna go down to 25. Add in another Greathorn. Another Gemrazer. Can honestly almost go down to 24. Having a good mutate target is almost as good as having another mutate creature. Ramping is obviously amazing. So right now it's between Gemrazer, which I can mutate on. Let's just do Gemrazer. I think Gemrazer should be fine. Let's try that. Okay, so the changes will help against artifacts and enchantments, which are just like kind of whatever. I'm still more worried about our creatures getting removed, which is why I kind of wanted a Toski more than a Gemrazer, but being able to mutate a Gemrazer is like super early on. I almost played a mountain instead of a forest. That was almost very, very, very bad. Yeah. It's a cool card, but I feel like we might need more targets for it. Ugh. Over. Alright. It's a turn 2 4/4, which is quite strong. Oh. Those are great targets. Those are also very, very, very good. I don't have a way. Nice, and they have a blocker. Kind of cool. So we do this. We throw down the geese. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can Strix. Okay, we can no longer Strix. I mean, we can if we get a land, right?
Yes, you can!
Alright, it was 2 lands out. Do they have another unsummon? That unsummon was pretty brutal. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did not mean to attack with the goose. It doesn't really matter. There was a whole lot I didn't mean to attack with the Paradise Druid or the goose. I wasn't even expecting those to even tap. Stern Dismissal, wonderful. Okay. I hate that it would even do that. I hate that it would tap it instead of just tapping the Gilded Goose or asking me like, are you sure? Are you sure about that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Luckily, they haven't been getting lands, but Yeah, I mean, now they can unsummon my Starix, and that's a fucking nightmare. Okay, so Gemrazer kills that, which is good. We're actually going to do this first. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 3, 6. Under. Get that out. Under. Boom. Great cards. Yeah, great cards. Boom! All right. Let's hope. Ooh. We're going down to 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. Not quite enough. 2, 3. We're swinging in for lethal. To draw 2 cards. Over. Blow that up. Still swing in. Can they mill us a bunch? I don't have Gaia's Blessing in a green deck in Historic. Well, you know what? Still got him. Still got him. We're gonna make a ton of trolls. It worked out better than expected, but regardless, it worked out. That's all that matters. All right, so I believe I'm gonna take out the Starix. It's a bit too expensive to mutate, even though it's really good. I also feel it kind of falls flat if it doesn't hit one of our 3 Waking the Trolls, or maybe a Toski if we don't already have one out. It's pretty useless, actually. It just doesn't do anything for us. So I'm going to take that out, and I think I'm going to put in a 4th Waking the Trolls and maybe a 4th Toski, and then go down to an even 60 cards. So that's probably what I'm going to go to. Waking the Trolls is one of the cards that we don't necessarily get that much, but hopefully with this, it'll be a little bit better. I'm also going to take out these 3 tapped lands because I believe they were causing problems. 24 lands should probably be okay, since the maximum amount, even then, do we even need 24? With the amount of ramp that we have, like, this is ridiculous. This is a ton of ramp. Might be able to go down more, to be honest. The only card that we have that's expensive is the Waking the Trolls. We have the ability to search for mana here, and we have a ton of ramp here. Okay. Bad idea, but we're doing it anyway. Actually, yeah. Let's do Rubble Raiding instead. I think Rubble Raiding is fine because I believe we want the scrying power more than the ability to destroy enchantments and artifacts because we have the Gemrazer to do that. So the other one would be Creeping Mold, which is nice because being able to destroy an artifact, enchantment, or land is obviously extremely powerful. The other thing that we could do instead of Rubble Raiding is find another mutate thing. Which, remember, it mutates, turn target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. This isn't the worst. We are running red, but we don't have any instants and sorceries, so it doesn't really... Wait, is this any? Target instant or sorcery card. That's not bad. We could probably abuse that sometime. Turn target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. And this isn't bad either. But something has to die in order for that to be good. Parcel Beast has always been relatively good, but the mutate is impossible. I'm running black. Running white. Black, green, green. No. Mutate. This creature deals X damage to any target where X is the number of times it's been mutated. Whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact creature token named Feather with 1, sacrifice it, return Phoenix. Whenever this creature mutates, you may discard a card, draw a card, blah blah blah. 1 counter. Yeah, I think we pretty much have that covered for what we can play without going into a different color in general. This is the only other one that we could possibly use. So I think maybe adding more land destruction is probably what we want to do, just to slow them down a little bit more. The only other card that I would consider is, and I hate to say it, but like board wipe, but that kills everything. It kills so many of our cards. I don't think that's an option. You definitely have to take out the Rubble Ratings and add in Stomps. Bonecrusher Giant is just what we have to do, unfortunately. Yeah, these games take a little bit longer now with this deck. It's a tad bit more grindy. More grindy than I thought it was going to be anyway. Comfort down. This is the same. I think this is the person that's running that. Yeah, the Dimir. Is it? No, maybe it's not. I thought it was the person running that Dimir list. Alright, well, if they don't kill it, then we can blow up their Drowned Secrets. Actually, fuck. Now I actually don't know I need to blow up. I think that's probably needed. Because they'll be drawing more cards than casting since we do have so much land destruction. Yeah, so finally we actually get to Ruinblaster that, which is great. That sucks. All right, well. Oh, they milled all 4 of our elves. The top 20. All right, so we can kill the castle, which we should probably do, or we can Toski and draw a card. If we get a mutate target, I'm definitely okay. So yeah. Just keep applying pressure. It has haste as well. We just have to try to kill him. If they play another non-basic land, that would be ideal. That's horrible. Absolutely atrocious. Oh no. Another Gemrazer would be fucking ridiculously good. We still have 2 Gemrazers? I really only milled 1? Getting that as much as possible is probably needed. Alright, so killing that Ruinblaster was most likely necessary for them. Oh, this mill. Alright, okay, that's all 4 Toskis. We have this one. Okay. They phase it out. Phase it out right away. They don't even phase it out on my turn. It's interesting. Okay. That's all of our Sawtusks. Oh shit, are we dead? Almost. To the face. It was so close both times. Yeah, we went up against that person earlier. That shit was so close last time. That was closer this time. We went down to 2 cards. There we go. We got in the game. Perfect. Everything went better than expected. I'm thinking we don't need... I think we need to add another color, to be honest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably throw out my Toski next turn. Especially if I get a land, that would be money. Money. Ooh. delicious land gives me that card draw. Let's go Toskies. Reliquary Tower, what? Why are you playing Reliquary Tower? I do want to get rid of their scrying later on. Gemrazer, great card. Great card. It could just absorb this. No. We could have Settle the Wreckage. I worry about Settle the Wreckage. Interesting. Okay. Revitalize. It's good. It's a good card. I mean, if they have a Wrath, they're gonna Wrath. If they have a Wrath, they're gonna Wrath, regardless. Under. I should have waited, because if I drew a land there... Oh no, it didn't matter. So now... yeah. I don't know why you want maximum hand size, but I don't want you to have it. Yep. How dare you!
How dare you!
It did have a Settle the Wreckage. It did have a Settle the Wreckage. And we only got one from it. Only got one from it. Yeah, that feels bad. Huh. And I can't scry because I don't have a second blue. Fortunately, my Waking the Trolls didn't do anything. Yeah, my Waking the Trolls didn't actually get me any lands, unfortunately. I do have 4 of these. Yes, we'll blow up their land before they can actually do anything else. If we get a Gemrazer, Didn't get a Gemrazer. Unfortunate. All right, now pretty much any mutate target wins or a Bonecrusher Giant. I don't think there's any real reason to do that. Do they have a settle? This is definitely going. Okay, so we're basically forcing them to do a Wrath. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. This is so beyond unfortunate. And 2 settles. Yikes. They're at 3. Now there's no way they're going lower. Yeah, I'm dead. Shit. Close. Close. Just couldn't get there. Just couldn't get there. At the end of the day, the absolute hot garbage ended up going 7-12. Complete fucking trash. I would never recommend this deck. I don't think Mutate is really ever something that has been good in the past. I'm not really a proponent of it. The only way that I've seen it be competitive is when Rat's Relic did his version of it that was an infinite combo with the Mutate. In those cases, I can definitely see it being very, very good. However, in this particular case, it's just, if your creature dies, if the one creature you have that you're mutating on dies or gets bounced or gets Teferi tucked or whatever ends up happening to it, you're starting at nothing. You have literally nothing. You're going nowhere. It's just blank. And that's the biggest problem with Mutate decks. I think that's the biggest problem that they've always had. So the only real way to avoid that would be to run something like Heroic Intervention, or even adding in blue and throwing in a bunch of counter spells, in which case you're moving away from the core of the deck. I think what you could do is remove the Waking of the Trolls. That would help reduce the actual mana cost, the overall mana cost of the deck. I have no idea what else you would put in, maybe something else that mutates. However, in these particular colors of just green and red, there's nothing really all that great as far as mutate targets go, so I believe you would have to add another color, or at least add some other spells that do something. Like I said, Heroic Intervention would probably be the only other card that you could add that would make this deck viable by any stretch of the imagination. So maybe try that, but that's the only thing I could think of. As far as the good matchups, some reason we were able to beat Mono Blue. We got obliterated by the same exact fucking Dimir. It was Dimir Treasure Hunt deck. It was the Treasure Hunt with the one where you discard 2 cards and make a 2/2 zombie. It was that one. For some reason, we just ran into that a bunch of times. I have no fucking idea why that happened. Rakdos just kind of tromped on us. Azorius Flyers got us. Mono Blue Tempo we beat a couple times. Again, I still have no idea. This win was from a Tybalt's Trickery deck. I assume they just milled a bunch and then conceded. Mono White Aggro, we got fucking destroyed because we couldn't kill him in time. Mono black, we just got our hand ripped apart, and then they blew up our creature. Even with Toski, we have Toski, which is indestructible and counterable, which helped a lot because we ended up adding more of them later. It just wasn't good enough. Other than that, I mean, again, there was no real favorable matchups except Mono Blue for whatever reason, but that's pretty much it. I would never recommend anyone playing this. So but again, I'm not a Mutate expert. So if any of you have more experience with Mutate and you can spin this around to make it better, if there's a lot of holes in it that you can see, feel free to take it and shoot me over the list, because I still really want to play around with Sawtusk. That was the initial card that I really wanted to use, but I just never really got around to it until I saw Delmo's list, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe it'll work. And so I took it, kind of messed around with it, and I stuck it in a Gruul shell, and I just don't think it works. So I'll probably have to put it into a Golgari shell to maybe help with it more. But even then, I have no idea. Yo, what up, YouTube? Yeah, we going here, Strider. Come on. You didn't really think that I was that type of person, did you? Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you were even a little bit entertained by this video, please make sure to let me know down below. And if you have anything that you would like to see next, go ahead and leave that there too. And make sure to check out my live stream 5 days a week, every day except Sunday and Thursday. Stream times down below.